Seekonk Speedway, the action track it is. Here we are, another Saturday of good racing.
Pep Boys, the green flag is out. The green flag is out as that 12 Nancy Sherman's competitor, that 12 of Richard Wisher, I should say. Nancy Sherman very quickly going to the rear. 53 of Scott Seredinsky putting the pressure right on Rich Wisher. Richie Wisher getting the pressure put right on him now. Might want to familiarize yourself with this stuff. There's the 31 going towards the hitter, Richie Clark. He started outside. Richie Wisher holding on as Scott Seredinsky in the 53 challenging. The 06 throwing a little bit of smoke out the back end of that automobile. The 06 at the halfway mark. Here comes the 76 of Napier. Rich Napier trying to get that 76 down into the thing. The 06 gets black flag as he's getting to be a really smoking problem, and they're throwing it all over the racetrack. Please. In the lead, Richard Wisher. And the 06 again gets the black as the 06. Jason Sinersha really smoking it heavy. They don't want him to lose that engine. That's one of the reasons they want him out of there. If that's what it is. With 2 laps to go, we got a Scott Seredinsky getting down the inside. Scott gets down the inside of the 12. Coming around a white flag lap. With the white coming out as the 06 stuck in the pit entrance. Fortunately, we only got 1 lap to go. Richie Wisher is still holding on. Rich is trying to stay ahead of the 56 of Seredinsky. Coming out of the turn, Seredinsky continues to challenge across the line. It's Richard Wisher from Warwick with Scott Seredinsky in second spot and Richie Napier in third.
Okay, we're ready for our street stock second heat here at Seekonk Speedway. And we'll start off with your poll tonight. Sponsored by Tumblers Incorporated and, of course, Mom and Dad. From Taunton, number 80, it's Scott LaBelle. On the outside, from East Taunton, it's the number 33 of Sean Sylvia. Sponsored by Advanced Auto. From North Kingstown, number 66, Bobby Chase. Sponsored by TAD Construction, Moy Works Hoses, Sanford & Sons Auto Parts, N&E Glass. From Tiverton, number 7, Tony Olszewski. On the inside of the third row, sponsored by Junior's Auto Parts, Kelly Magic Mufflers, Bubble King All Cloth Car Wash. From East Mansfield, it's number 47, Larry Olney. On the outside, sponsored by the Bread Box, and the number 32, it's Rich Trepinning. And the green flag drops, ladies and gentlemen. That's your lineup. Smooth, steady pace of the street stocks in this second heat continue as they get a little loose in that number 66 car. Bobby Chase, he's really going sideways now, taking out the entire top of the field. A chain reaction of events, starting with just a little bit of looseness in that 66 car. And Ron Cornell, he came out of that virtually unscathed, but taking out the top 4 or 5 drivers along with him. That was unbelievable, Ron. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, we're back underway. And again, the top of the field gets a little hairy. Very, very aggressive driving in this division this evening. Way high outside goes the 66, losing his place as the 47 comes up. That's Larry Olney in that green 47 run, really tearing things up.
I don't know what's wrong with the 66, Pete. He was running well, but he seems to have got shifted up high and dry, and he's going to the rear in a quick hurry.
Yeah.
It's a 66 automobile. Robert Chase has some sort of problem.
He's dropping back. And only in that 47 is glued to the track. He's doing very, very well.
How am I supposed to talk about it?
Here comes Jeff Waterman, Pete, in that 120. He's looking to take over that second position. He gets right up alongside of the 38 at the halfway point. Looks like he's going to get it, but whoa, the 38 comes out a little deeper.
Well, Waterman's got the power, though, as he looks for that groove again, going in the inside. Trying to find the groove outside of turn 2 in the back straight. He doesn't. He makes his move, gets around the 38 car. If he can hang on to it, he's in a good position to score second place in this heat. Only gets a little sideways in that green 47, but recovers, and he's still got at least 2 to 3 car lengths ahead in the lead as we approach 2 laps. 2 laps to go. It's Waterman. And now fighting it out for third is the 38 and the 81 car. Keith Morrow in that 38 car trying to hang on that inside groove. Jimmy Lawrence makes his move with 1 lap to go. Again, it's Waterman, and now Jimmy Lawrence in the 81 car as he squeezed him out and got the inside. And fighting it out down to the checker will be Waterman and Olney as they come around outside of turn 4. It's by a nose, Larry Olney in the number 47 car, followed by Jeff Waterman in the 120 and the 81 of Jimmy Lawrence.
Again, this evening's race. You know the one where they see the engine running and running and running, and then everybody goes home and the engine is still running with no oil in it. Well, that's Castrol. We don't need to tell you how great Castrol is. Over the years, anybody that's ever been involved in stock car automobile racing, or anybody that's ever been involved in the putting together of a very, very expensive engine, has always specified Castrol. And we welcome Castrol here tonight, along with Pep Boys, to sponsor this evening's racing.
That's right, Jim. It's always great to have such nice sponsors along here at Seekonk Speedway. And now we're ready to go with Chris McGee. The rear of the field is David Ratcliffe and Jim Silva. We get the green flag as nobody really gets to jump down through turns 1 and 2. It's an even battle for the lead at this point. Kevin is doing a nice job with that big machine, the biggest car out there in the field, hugging that bottom, trying to hang on to the top spot. The 91, however, has better ideas. The Flint pest control car, the 91 of Chris Robbins, loses a little ground. Joe Cadera backs out of it, sees trouble, gets back on the gas, doesn't lose too much of track position. However, the 91 is backing up in a quick hurry. He gets up to the 3rd groove and is going to let all the competitors go by. We have the black flag displayed for the 91 machine. He has a flat left rear tire. He'll nurse that machine down the backstretch and into the pit area.
Pete, you want to do this?
I got one.
Oh, you got one? I'll go. Yeah, if you're up on top of it, why not? That's the best.
And Kevin Opp looks like he's got that big Ford machine. The 79 Cougar, not the normal choice here at Seekonk Speedway, but he's holding on to the lead at the halfway point. He's still got the Journal Bulletin carrier, big machine out front.
Well, not the normal choice unless you're in a spectator drag. All right.
Really, Pete, that's a heavy machine to be running around here at Seekonk Speedway.
Absolutely.
Doing a good job, though. Joe Cadera is about to take over the 2nd position. Joe started in 4th, got shifted back there. He dives into turn 1, gets right up alongside of Kevin, and down the backstretch, it could be Joe Cadera at the line. Ladies and gentlemen, with 2 to go.
Well, that 0 car really got himself back at the handleback, averting a real mess. He got very, very loose, and he was tapping that 116, but fortunately they stayed facing the correct direction, as it were.
And they had him 3 wide there, but the number 24 machine.
And the 3 car gets loose, excuse me, Ron, just narrowly missing the wall. Excuse me for interrupting, but that's
nice.
3 car. Oh, and here we go, now the 71. Everything's letting loose.
Jerry Degas-Barry Jr. finds himself spun around in the 2nd turn as the check-in falls for Joe Cadero.
Wow.
The Sampson Sons Auto Parts Quality Fence Consumer Auto Parts machine. Joe Cadero comes in under the checkers.
Castrol and the Pep Boys tonight. We have some very, very special guests here up on the 4th turn. And Pete, why don't you tell us about the head injury people over there?
Sure, of course, Head Injury Awareness Night. You know, many race fans have probably seen this sticker inside of their helmets. the Snell Memorial Foundation sticker. Of course, the Snell Memorial Foundation was founded by the family of race car driver Peter Snell, who lost his life actually from the helmet. When his car crashed, the helmet actually embedded into his head, unfortunately killing the driver, Peter Snell. And because of that, they founded the Snell Memorial Foundation, which has the highest standards for helmets.
Division looking for it to go, and let's see what's going to happen coming down. Coming down with Mike Hope. Mike Hope grabbing the green, and he's running with it in the Mike Service car number 9, the white number 9. And down the backstretch, Pete Fernandez trying to pull him a little bit down the backstretch, but can't quite do it. Roger Sisson in the 69. It's the 69 on this side, the 9 on the other side. And the New England Tech car, he wants to get up into the action, along with the 6 of Steve Blaze. Steve Blaze staying right up in there in the 00 of Gene Weston. So we got 5 cars all trying for the lead. Look out, here comes Bruce Rigo to get involved in this little melee. Mike Hope doing a fine job of staying out in front. The Rehoboth Mike Service owner-operator is staying right out there as he's showing the tail end of that number 9 all the way around. He's staying ahead of Roger Sisson. Roger Sisson would like to get underneath if Mike gets a little bit wider, and he might do it this time. Sisson finds enough of a hole underneath. Look out, Pete Fernandez closes the hole behind him, as much to the dismay of Steve Blaze, his number 6 car, the Happy Birthday Eddie car, as Roger Sisson in that 69 automobile has the lead. Pete Fernandez wants that second all to himself. As Mike Hope tries to close the door, and Steve Blaze says, I'm there. Look out, I'm there. And he just gets that Camaro right inside of him. Sisson really settling down now, pulling Fernandez a little bit down the backstretch. Blaze is a little squirrely. And look at the 00. The 00 around way out wide as Lou Rotundo and the 00 go at it with 2 laps to go. Now the Rotundo and the 54 are going at it, Dean Petty. A lot of action going on in the back of this pack. Here we come for the white flag coming down. It looks like Roger Sisson Jr. has the lead. And alongside of Roger will be that 26 of Pete Fernandez. Pete Fernandez is going to try everything he can to get underneath him with half a lap to go before the race is over. Look at the bunch way in the back as they're all trying to get up in there. Here comes your finish. The 69 is Roger Sisson Jr., the 26 Pete Fernandez, and the 6 of Steve Blaze. And the 23 automobile almost made it through Bruce Rigo. Over there in the corner that we were talking about, the head injury awareness. And, you know, I'm riding down tonight. Of course, in Massachusetts, motorcycles, you have to wear a helmet. Rhode Island, you don't. So it always shocks me when I see somebody riding along without a helmet, as there are a few that choose to, it's their own body, they can do whatever they want. And it takes everything in your own mind to keep yourself on a level keel when it comes to that. You can't say, look at that fella, he should have a helmet on. That's his business. But I'm certain that
He's going to want a top 6, and we get the green flag as Steve Ribb gets the jump on the field. Slight lead going down into turn 1 as the 95 of Billy Manchester Jr. trying to work that outside groove. He jumps to the bottom, and that leaves the outside open for the Bow Brothers machine of Ray Alexander Jr.
Absolutely, Ron. And you know, Ray's running very smoothly. Interesting thing on that number 4 automobile, if you look in the inside of the cockpit, written on the dashboard, it says, smooth is fast, and that's the key to it all, although he gets a little loose there, recovering. Just a reminder, smooth is fast, as Ray Alexander takes that 4 around the machine very well.
Ray certainly is fast with 3 feature wins to his credit so far in 1994. He's backing up a little bit in this heat, though, and remember, the top 6 qualify. Bobby Pellin and Rob Murray are bouting it out now for that final qualifying position, and Pellin working that outside groove really to his advantage, brought it from the rear all the way up, ready to get into that 6th position.
Cowan is really dropping back, huh? He started on the outside of the 2nd row in that 56 car.
Now, I don't know if Linwood has a handling problem or an engine problem or what it is, but he's gone from 4th all the way to the rear. At the halfway point, though, it is the 18 machine for Steve Ribb, showing the field the way in this first qualifying round. now, Ray Alexander's trying to find a way by that 16 machine. Having a hard time, though. Every time he boots the gas, the car seems to get a little bit sideways. That's what you call a loose race car, and that's what Ray has got right now is a loose race car. Cannot apply the power, it seems. Goes right sideways whenever he hits that gas pedal. That is just a handful. First he's loose, and then he's plowing, and one thing or another. With 2 to go, though, he is in a top 6 position. 2 to go for Steve Ribb and the Evans Auto Parts, number 18.
Well, it just goes to show you the quality of his crew and the driving in that automobile to not be dialed in and still be doing so well in this heat.
What do we get next to this?
1 lap to go.
It looks like it will be Stevie Ribb down the backstretch, brings it into turn 3, ready to bring it in under the checkers. Started on the pole and held off the entire field in the Evans Auto Body, number 18 for Steve Ribb out of Kingston.
We're at the Head Injury Awareness Night booth. We have a drawing taking place, so you can sign up right now. You could win your choice of a Simpson safety helmet for racing or motorcycling, Rhode Island road gear, bicycle helmets for adults or children, or a framed and matted autograph of Dale Jarrett. And all of these, you could win any one of these prizes. Tickets are on sale, $1 a ticket, a book at 6, selling for $5 over at...
From Taunton, in the number 20 car, it's Herb Shoemaker, and we're underway for our second sportsman heat. Willis in the 77 automobile, trying to lock in the pace. Being challenged heavily, and up behind him in the 53 is Steve Taylor. That's just a little bit loose in the rear end, but recovers well. And now on the outside, Glenn Lawton making his move on Willis. Glenn Lawton in that orange and white 70 automobile, trying to muscle his way down into the groove. Willis hanging on. And dropping back now is 28 Henshaw and the number 10 car, Steve Sanford. But the pack gets close up again as they go to turn 4 and out again, and it's Dana Willis again. Still challenging Ron, it's Glenn Lawton in the 70 car, and coming up underneath is Taylor in the 53, pretty much keeping their pace of how they started this race.
And what a torrid pace those front 2 runners are putting in, Pete, side by side for the last few laps. It's anybody's race. Corey Bedreau in that 21 machine, though, is making that outside groove work to his advantage. He's bringing up that 21 machine at a hot pace. He's now right on the back bumper of the top 2 runners. We have Todd Henshaw in the 28 machine, though, down here, able to get underway, though. I don't know exactly what the problem was, but what a battle up front, Pete.
I'll tell you, that was a tremendous battle up front. And they're hanging on. These cars are glued to the track, of course, Todd Henshaw being the exception. And right now, Dana Willis is running 14.44. Very quick lap for a heat. Really hanging on. And up comes the 21 car. Corey Boudreau starting on the outside of the 3rd row.
I'll tell you a little secret, Pete. That 21 machine is faster than any of them. If there's an opening, that 21 is going to go to the front.
Well, I believe you, Ron, because he started in the outside of the 3rd row, the 6th position, and he's really looking for that hole. One false move, one mistake by the 70 of Lund or the 77 of Willis, and I think you'll see that 21 car just drop right in.
And the Evans Auto Parts machine of Todd Henshaw heads pit side. He'll be back out for the Consi. 2 to go, Pete. It's unbelievable. This race is fantastic.
And watch the 21 of Corey Boudreau. He's making his move. He gets around Willis. Willis dropping back 2 spaces in the course of about 3 seconds. It's the 70 of Glenn Lawton, and now the 21 of Corey Boudreau. Willis in 3rd position in the 77 automobile. What a move. Looking for the checkered flag. We've got it. It's the number 70 car of Glenn Lawton, followed by the 21 car.
It's going to be an extra special night for the streeters as Speedy Muffler King presents the Street Stock Special next Saturday night. right here at Seekonk Speedway. So the Streeters are going to have their night to howl next Saturday night, along with the other 3 divisions of racing here at Seekonk Speedway. Next Saturday night, Speedy Muffler King and the Streeters are going to be the extra special kids of the night. Ready to go with the 3rd Sportsman Heaters. We're trying to get an 0-2. It's a green flag. Looks like Leroy Hudson. Leroy Hudson starting in the rear with that 0-2 automobile. There's that 80 car.
Well, it's a thunderous pace, Jim. Workman's really keeping things hot and heavy in that number 80 automobile.
Monroe has got that 19 back dialed in fairly good shape again. It's Paul Vanessa in the 9. They're all handling extremely well, Pete. They're getting around like they're on rails right now.
Absolutely. Morrow's driving very aggressively. Gets side by side with the 9 car. A little bit of contact.
Chad Chase, amazingly, is able to, with that completely new front end underneath that automobile, to get, oh, hold on, the 01 looks like he lost something in the steering, and the 31 gets tangled up with him, as George Carafas and the 31 automobile of Jeff Goodrow, it looks like...
he's got a flat left front. I'm not sure if that's what caused it or not. Green flag drops, we're underway. Workman again tries to take the advantage. Very good start from Guy Workman of the 80 car, but Vanessa the 9 is not letting him get away easily. Doug Morrow in the 19 car looking for a draft position, but he has nowhere to go.
Want me to give you a quarter? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be doing this, aren't I? That's halfway back. At the halfway mark, Guy Workman is still showing the way around. Guy is, he's settling in to become quite a strong, powerful contender. Steady, hitting the same mark every time around.
And Jim Morrow in the 19 car at 9, with Vanessa get locked up there, coming out of turn 2.
You don't have to apologize when you jump in. Don't worry about it.
Some tremendous racing going on between Morrow on the 19 and Paul Vanessa in the 9. They're really moving.
Looks like a 43 automobile of Ken Kohler. He's trying to figure out just where to go with those 2 in front of him. I don't think I'd want to be behind those 2.
Well, you know, it's a tough situation because even if he gets a drafting position on the 19 of Morrow, he has nowhere on the outside to go to take advantage of it.
Chad Chase is looking for braking that time with 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. And a lot can still happen up there in that front group.
Meanwhile, Guy Workman's got that lead really locked in as he keeps the pace.
Working his way out there. Now the 43 finally managed to get it out there. He's going to get up alongside of Monroe if he can. Look at Chase. Chase was just waiting for the chance. Chase may pick up another spot. And it looked like he wasn't going to do better than 5th. Coming by, he's going to get a 3rd. As Guy Workman notches another one in the night. After the Saturday night racing event, along with the point leaders for weather cancellations and pre-race information, call 401-455-WHJY, the WHJY hotline. As well as listen to Dana Rowe each Sunday on WBSM Radio. The latest talk on racing, the Seekonk Speedway results the night before. That's 4 to 6 o'clock every Sunday. WBSM 1420 on your AM dial.
Number 55 for the Rosenfield brother, Dave Rosenfield. The Pro Stocks get the green, and getting the jump is the 74 machine. Leads the field all the way down the backstretch, seemingly with ease, but you can bet that Lenny Ellis is going to work that outside groove, gets them tires warmed up a little bit, he's going to come to the front.
And they really do look beautiful, Ron, and you know, these cars all use hub seals and rod ends.
Okay, the battle right now is for 3rd between the 94 and the 41. Fred Estelle looks to the bottom but doesn't take advantage of it. Wisely backs out and lets the 94 go. Fred is looking to the bottom this time though. Gets right in there and Martin shuts the door.
Wow, tremendous tremendous racing run. Look at that. The 46 automobile now going neck and neck, trying to drop down. Excitement here at Seekonk Speedway.
Jeff Thompson, practically a rookie competitor, bringing that Viveris machine to the front, and look at him down the backstretch. He's going to get the lead as 74 tries to hug the bottom and go just as fast as he can, but nice and smooth. At the line, it's Jeff Thompson.
Well, Ron, right now Thompson's running just under a 14-second lap, which is a medium quick lap for this division.
What you got here is you got Dave Blanchard in the 74 just running that bottom nice and smooth, running his own race. He's not concerned with what Jeff Thompson is doing, but Jeff Thompson is trying his heart out. He's got to get by that 74 if he wants to win. This is for the glory. There's no money in this event. It's just qualifying positions, but the 46 wants to bring that machine to the front, and he's doing a good job.
46 is throwing sparks going into the third turn. I don't understand why.
There's a race happening right now. That 94 car of Rick Martin coming up around the 5 car as well. The center of the pack. There's Jimmy Wilkins in that 5 car trying to hang on, soloing up the fourth spot, excuse me.
And you got Lenny Ellis right there in the 3rd spot. All them guys have to do is make a mistake, and Lenny will be by faster than you can imagine. But Dave Blanchard driving the race, a nice, steady race, just running his own groove, trying to hang on to the lead. He gets drifted a little high there in turn 1. The 46 and the 74 make slight contact. No harm done, though. All 3 competitors vying for that top spot. At the line, it's still Dave Blanchard.
And still, sparks are flying out of that 57 car. Not sure if he just got down too low in the infield or what. If it's gearbox.
2 more times around, Pete, and the 74 is trying the hardest as he can to hang on to that lead. He's going to come under the whites this time. Next time by, it'll be the checkered for that 74 machine.
Really some tremendous racing in this division here, Craigie.
Who's the engine man in this car?
There it is.
Okay, in for the win is Dave Blanchard. In his Chevrolet Aluminum.
Don't get carried away now.
Okay, Jim.
I wasn't on the mic, Jim, don't worry.
You wasn't?
No, I wasn't.
Well, they do. You can adjust the ball joints in these cars at any time.
No.
Johnny Tripp in the I-2
I see you.
Ronnie Pond automobile will be on the pole. Car number 40, Bell Parts in Poor Bob's Garage and the Independent Truck Owners Operators Association. Trucking, big fleet of Mack trucks. And when he isn't driving that Mack, he's driving that 40 automobile around the racetrack. Yes, the 33, Ray Lee, the Valley Construction 33, he stays right with Tony Dias in car number 22. Lenny Bowler's number 3, that's got Bruce Taylor at the controls. Lenny is staying right with him. The 99 on the outside, that's Wayne Dion. And Norm Holden, of course, in the 81 of George Murray. Oh, hold on, the 87 looks like it just went to lunch. Looks like the 87 just lunched a motor. Wow, that's not a good. He's got that all over the car. Hopefully it's not on the racetrack.
That's very reminiscent of what happened to Wayne Dion just a couple of weeks ago in his warm-up lap.
And we do have oil on the racetrack. We got to stop it, as that automobile.
Looked like it was blowing a mixture of water and oil.
That could. 40. Takes the green and runs with it. Homer Taylor, look at George Murray, got that 81 around sideways. He got in real deep and found he had a plow that he couldn't get rid of. He could have plowed the back 40 in the time before he got that one straightened out again. He got it right around there. Trippy is showing the Dias automobile a back bumper, and as long long as he can keep it like that, they single out. Now Murray has managed to get up through. And they're starting to put some real speed on out there and single file it out. Let's see if Dias can do anything with Tripp as the 99, Wayne Dion. Looks like he's working on it. That's we need to know. Johnny Tripp still has the lead in this post-stock heat. I'm wondering if George was just trying to find out just how fast he can get in the corner, because he looks like he's got that 81 down tight onto the racetrack, which is not where you'd expect to find a car that was plowing the way that was. Look at him, he's hugging the corner real tight. Right on the white line through every corner, and he's able to pull coming out of the corner, staying right on the back bumper of the 99. That's the 99 to the outside of Dias now. A little bit of action taking place down the backstretch as the 99 of Dion starts to put the pressure on that 22 car of Dias. Tripp will just edge out a little bit ahead so that he can keep Dion behind him to keep from being into any kind of a situation here. Johnny in the pull bobs, car number 40. And we're coming around with 2 to go. Coming up on 2 to go this time. It's Johnny Tripp in the lead as Dias and Dion right wheel to wheel. Into the turn, Dion is making the move on the outside. Out of the turn, Trippy pulls him. Coming down the backstretch, down. There goes Dion again. With half a lap to go, quarter of a lap to go, out of the turn. Tripp gives it everything, and he finishes almost a full car ahead. Wayne Dion finishing in second spot on the 99. Really big sponsor here tonight. Bob Burkett of the Big Wheels Truck Sales and Service here in Freetown is on hand tonight. Bob's a big sponsor here of Pro Stock car number 4, George Rigo. Big Wheels in Freetown, the place to go when you want to buy a truck, I'll tell you. And talk to George Rigo about it, or talk to Bob. You'll find Bob Burkett any place around the racetrack. Just yell, I want to buy a truck.
We've got the green as they come out of turn 4.
That's why we haven't got the
Side by side as they meet and match their pace. It's Rigo on the 64, Caparco on the 00. Sparks flying out of that car. Rigo trying to break out now. Dick Houlihan in the number 1 automobile, wrapping things up in 3rd position. And still, as he makes his way around the turns, Sparks coming out of that 00 car, Rich Caparco. Houlihan trying to find the groove on the inside, getting underneath Caparco. Perhaps, just perhaps, Houlihan in that 1 car may think that Caparco in the 00 could be in a little bit of trouble, trying to take advantage of it if he gets down underneath.
Paco won last week, right? Paco won your feature last week.
And the 23 car is backfiring as he downshifted. Steve Channing in that 23 automobile. A little bit of spark and flame coming out of the exhaust. Way in back of the pack is the 17 car. Steve Gustafson, just has not been able to get that car moving.
Yes, I do. What color does she like?
So currently your leader, number 64, George Rigo, followed by the number 1 car, Dick Houlihan, and now the 23 car of Steve Channing as we approach halfway.
She said she may come
Caparco is definitely dropping back off the pace now in that 00 car. And now Channing has made his way up to the 2nd spot, right behind Rigo. He's going.
That is Cheviton. That is Cheviton, okay.
Houlihan on the outside, somewhere between 3rd and 4th position. Getting a little bit loose as that 88 car, Bobby Tripp. He recovers in time though. But it drops both him and Houlihan in the 1 car back a little bit. Back on the Callahan in 88 in the second and third position. Fighting it out as George Rigo keeps the traffic going in that 64 car. Rigo and Channing moving well. And now tightly locking it up in third position is the number 88 car of Bobby Tripp. A little bit of slope coming out of the right rear quarter of that 17 car. Channing trying to make his move now. Looking to get on the knees in the 64 car, but can't do it. Rigo in that 64 car. His pedal. He's that foot down on the pedal with 2 laps to go. Rigo, Channing, and Tripp. 1, 2, 3. As they get 1 lap to go, the white flag comes out. On the checker lap, they're still fighting it out. On the outside is Channing coming underneath this Tripp. And they make their move, but Rigo hangs on. It's George Rigo taking the checker flag for a third Pro Stock heat.
Well, if Tex Berry is right, Pete, the 23, Nat makes engines for a goodly number of these Pro Stock automobiles, and that combination in the 23 has really set that 23 up and is racing. We're going to see some action from that automobile.
Mine is the prettiest.
Okay.
Okay, and this is the most important, just the second most important race of the night for the sportsman division, as this is the last chance race. 6 to qualify. They're making the green flag. And at the line, getting a wicked jump on the field, it is the Matthews Auto Body number 08 with the 99 of Glenn Young jumping right into that second position. Now eagerly working that back bumper. He's going to want to bring that machine to the front. The 02 car of Leroy Hudson spins that machine around in turns 3 and 4. He's not going to be able to get out of the way, however, and caution, number 1 in the consolation event is out, as Leroy Hudson is going to get his machine straightened out. The owner of that machine is Mark. Glenn Young looking to the outside, and again the Consumer Auto Supply machine gets the jump, leads the field nicely down through turns 1 and 2. Brian Maybaum in that 33 grabs the second position with seemingly ease and is now working the back bumper of Rob Murray. Going to want to bring that machine to the front. Remember, 6 to qualify. That's all that's going to make it onto the feature event tonight.
That's right. The 28 car, Todd Henshaw, right now, he's got that 6th spot tied up as the officials are checking. For you fans in the Rizzo Ford back straight, the officials are working very closely because someone's blowing water and they go sideways on the back straight. That just could have been it. Someone was blowing water, and Ron Manfredo and Al Rodriguez were checking closely as they passed by. And
the field gets the green. Maybaum in the 33 gets sideways, makes slight contact with the 99, but the 02 and the 01 meanwhile pull out of the pit area and get up to the rear of the field. They've got a long, long ways to go with those cars to get into a qualifying spot. But we have a torrid battle for the second spot right now, Pete. That's the 33 and the 99 machine are side by side, and it seems like neither one wants to give.
Right, it's great racing action to those two machines as they go down low, way down low, side by side. The race is on in that 3rd, 4th, and 5th position, and no one is touching the 08 car. Rob Murray, he's got good air all the way around.
And Todd Henshaw, just a couple of laps ago, started last. And he's battling right now for that 3rd spot.
And Henshaw on the 28, barely keeping it on the track. He's very, very loose.
Maybaum in the 33 machine gets a little sideways out of 2. That's all it took for Henshaw. Henshaw is now right under the 33 machine, trying to grab that 3rd spot from the Brian Maybaum number 33.
And we've got a black flag for the 31 automobile.
Jeff Goudreau comes by in his Cisco's Performance Racing number 31 and receives the black flag. Elmer Wing in the 98 machine calls it a night at his pit side. The 31 is going to have to call it a night as he did receive the black flag.
The final qualifier right now looks to be the 89 car, Ron Reed, in this Sportsman Consolation. Flip Cohen getting loose.
Oh, the 01 machine gets right down into the dirt. Sparks fly when he keeps it headed in the right direction. 1 to go this time by for Rob Murray. 1 to go down the backstretch through 2 more turns. He'll be in under the checkers.
And Linwood Cohen is fighting hard to make up that pace, but he just cannot do it. His number 89 ties up the top 6.
Okay, we have Rob Murray, Glenn Young, Todd Henshaw, Brian Maybaum, and Steve Sanford. And under the checkers for the win is second generation Tiverton, Rhode Island resident, number 08, sponsored by Consumers Auto Supply.
Castro not only making oil, but it's also, they make that super clean degreaser. They make some, what do they call it?
System and you keep you regular.
It's gonna rain. That's what they're saying. And we know that.
I wasn't on the mic.
I'm not good at it.
I wasn't on the mic.
It's a bad voice.
I'm waiting to get him though.
Silver has been inhaling over here.
The mic's off.
He's been, I don't know what he's doing, but. What was that?
Hey, I got the headset.
Yeah, hey, you guys are talking about me again. We got the Formula 4 as soon as I can find the lineup here.
Oh, okay. Well, Jim, why don't you give us a lineup for
28, Kyle Mashine's 46, and 21, Robin Longo, and Dave Manville's 81. We're going 4 cylinders, and look at them get around there. 18, 19, 2000 cc engines. Some of them a little bit bigger up there with the big Fords, but that's all you got, and they get.
This could be the first time I've ever seen a Honda in one of these Formula 4 races, and that number 16 car of all.
Oh yeah. If it's a double overhead cam, it has to carry another 100 pounds too, by the way.
We don't usually see Hondas, occasionally Toyotas, but it's usually dominated by Volkswagens and Fords, and into the infield at 16 goes with the 15.
Well, Tommy Duffy's 51 tonight out there. That's a Honda twin cam. That's got 2,000 pound car because it's a twin cam engine, so he has to carry the extra weight. That's how they keep it all even in this. That's a rear-wheel drive, conventional drive. That car number 51. Who's in the lead, by the way? With all this talking going on here, I've lost the whole thing. Pat McCrory. Pat McCrory, the PJ's tire 65 is showing the way around. Pat's showing the way around, and that's an 85 Sunbird, 81 Sunbird. That's got a big motor in it, 2.5 liter engine. As that's got one of those big Pontiacs in it, but it's a heavy car, so they have to add a little bit of weight to make up for it. Here comes the 82. The 82 of Bobby Blanchette. Bobby Blanchette moving up to take over second spot, but a long way to go. A long ways to go here in this feature event. The first feature for the Formula 4s. Here's Bobby Blanchette now. He is in second spot in that Benz 82 Volkswagen.
Keep your eye on Manville in the 81, working his way up through the pack. A consistent winner here at Seekonk Speedway in this Formula 4 division.
Ray Parents 02 has moved up in a third spot with 2 laps to go.
Excuse me,
and we
Ken,
got a jam up.
With 2 laps to go, we got to jam up his right in turn 2, the 03 and the 15 car.
Pat Marino, he's backwards. Now this is the last thing that Pat McCroyan wants, because with less than 2 laps to go, Pat McCroyan had almost a half. Pat McCroyan and the PJ tire. And Blanchette in that 82 automobile down the backstretch. Can he hold him off in that big Sunbird? The big Sunbird coming around with the 82 of the Volkswagen on the outside, down the main straightaway. Oh, I'm not calling that one. I'm not calling that one. Very, very close, very close. Down the backstretch. Little bit to go. Still very close. Look out. Here's your finish out of the line. And he hung on to it. He hung onto it. That's McCrowan. McCrowan hangs onto it.
Tremendous job from McCrone. It's hard to ignore the 81 car of Banville too. Boy, he.
Okay, is he going to be back again, or are we going to just keep him out here?
We're not doing interviews, right?
No.
I doubt it will do anything. Yeah, not at this point in time. It's just trying to keep going without the rain is what we're going to do. It's already raining. Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with our lineup right now. The cars will soon be in.
Biggie now.
In the 5th position, number 62, Ray Lovelace. In the 6th position, sponsored by Joe's Garage, Anderson Excavating, Eastern Propane from Attleboro, number 35, Jim Mackey Jr. Sponsored by Crystal Ice, North American Auto, Silva Brothers Towing from Seekonk, number 32, Russ Harris. Brought to us from DEG Associates, Shays Getty, Tony DeMont's Auto Sales from Somerset, number 06, Jeff Costa. Mancini Hardware, Atlantic Farm Products, Cole's Auto Salvage from Jamestown, number 86, Joe Pimentel. Attleboro Dodge, Bernier Auto Body, Greco Parts from Rumford, number 14, Dave Gavlik. Consumer Auto Supply, Tiverton Auto Bodies, Sanford & Sons Auto Parts. From Tiverton, number 94, Chris DuPont. In the 12th position, from Assonet, number 13, it's William Flint. Ladies and gentlemen, for our second Formula 4 feature here at Seekonk Speedway. Going 3 deep into the turns in the center of the pack. There's nowhere to go. That 45 car gets a little bit loose, but loses the position. Georgie Tripp. And in the infield, but recovering is the number 61 automobile. George Tripp in that 45 car, by the way, started on the outside of the second row. Lost quite a lot of advantage there as he got loose, and now he's in the middle of the field. The 25 car, Kevin Rougeau, a hot racer in the Formula 4 division, trying to make his way around. And the number 8 car, Cheryl Doobie, keeps things well underway with about a 2-car lead. 32 car. A little bit of smoke. Russ Harris, a little bit of smoke coming out of that right rear end of that 32 automobile. We'll keep an eye on it. It gets just a bit worse as he moves down the Rizzo Ford backstraight. And still, it's the number 8 car, Cheryl Doobie, followed by the 62 of Ray Lovelace, and the number 25 of Kevin Rougeau. Halfway. We're approaching our halfway mark. Sideways goes the 62, but he recovers. Cheryl Doobie, very, very good driving tonight. Has things wide open and clean air. She keeps her pace. And into the infield goes the 93 car. Violently into the infield, at least trying to recover, but it looked like something out of an old movie there in that 93 automobile.
Donnie Estrella.
Donnie Estrella, who started on the outside of the first row, will be bringing out the rear if he can come back, and into the pits goes the 84 car. Excuse me, the 94 car. We've got debris up around turn 4, way high up, with 2 laps to go, but we're still on the green. And Estrella is back underway. Into the pits is Chris DuPont in the 94. With 2 laps to go. One lap to go for your leader, the number 8 car, Cheryl Doobie. Looking for the checkered flag. Right to the finish. It's the number 8 of Cheryl Doobie from Pawtucket, driving the 3D rigging sponsored automobile. Is that her first win?
Yeah.
And no, that's why we keep it up. We've got to fight one for this one. That would be a white team won't let us have it. There's your first one. There's your first one.
And on the infield is the number 65 car of Pat McCrone, who won the first feature here in the Formula 4 division.
There's 3 of these, okay. And ready to go with the third one. What did you give me the third one here for? Got a. This is. They look like Pro Stocks coming out right now.
Oh, is it Consi? What happened to the fish?
I don't
They're
know.
moving things around because of the rain.
And we're
No, Pro Stocks are out. There must be a Consi.
must be for Consi. I didn't know we had enough Pro
I think
Stocks.
because of the rain.
25.
Okay.
I bet.